Hey guys, hello. I am getting ready to model the interior of this 69 Dodge Charger. So this is what it looks like in a render that I did earlier, just basic AI standard surfaces. I guess we'll just give it a few minutes until we get at least one person watching. So I've been modeling this car for the past 36 weeks off and on with my class, and to say the least, it's been quite the journey from concept to completion. Probably well over 100 images, ranging from the bolts to the nuts to the just every part of the vehicle we were modeling together in class. So me and my students. Right now I'm going to work on the interior. So again, this is just a final render. Right now, let's go into, we don't have to save that. So now it's time to model the interior. All right. Now, what you can see off to my left is another model used by Pixar. It's called Sterling, and I was just using this for a naming convention because it's been a while since I've actually done that. Okay, so what I did earlier is I kind of made this dashboard a little bit bigger. Here's my steering wheel. And if I put this guy right here, oops, let's make this full screen. So these gauges from another image actually sit off like right over here, and this other gauge, see, these guys are kind of close together, so Control D, Shift D, D, and that's kind of how they sit. Now this image here is a little bit misleading. So what I am going to do is something very straightforward. I'm just going to upload another image plane into my scene for my interior. So let's go to the project folder, source images, interior, and I think it was this image of the dashboard. No, it's not it. See, these are like pretty good images. I'll open this one up. And there'll be several others that we'll use. Will of Death, Don't Despair, let's push this guy over here, and we'll just flip it around 180 degrees. Okay, so these guys, as you can see, are a little bit bigger than what I have. So let me kind of get my angles down. And again, they're kind of off to the left. They're in the center of that shape. And maybe this guy, I think that I have these faces a little bit too far. So I'm just going to slide these guys back a little bit. Like this. Maybe like that. And as I do that, I start to see imperfections in my work. So I'm going to take these two guys, Control 1, and I'll combine it for now. And if I can just simply select this face. Or do I need to combine it? No, I don't. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Sorry, guys. I'll just take this shape, if I can select it, and push it back a little bit further. Okay. All right, that works for me. So these two guys have to be bigger. Maybe not that big. And these 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys are right in the center. And they just seem like they need to be closer to this. Alright, so this is what I'll do. I'll scale this one up a little bit bigger. And I'll duplicate this guy. Shift D, D. Now they can be maybe scaled down just a little bit. And maybe this guy can be shifted over a little bit more. I know a spacing between these smaller gauges and this one. Okay. All right, so what next? I don't want to do a booleans because booleans, they just look really ugly when you do it. So if I open up my channel box editor, let's see what we get. I'm going to change the rotation of this guy up to value 0. Let's change it to 90. And I'll change this one to 90 as well. And I'm going to duplicate these two guys, move them over here, go to my front view, and begin to create a polygon plane. I'll hold X, snap it there, hold V, snap it there. Okay, hold up. What was that angle? It was like negative, let's make it negative 66. That one, negative 66. All right, so what I am going to do, guys and girls, girls and guys, is get all of these elements where they need to be, and then I'll bring them back out as a duplicate. You'll understand why, because it's easier to place things when they're vertical and then lay them flat than to actually have to do it the opposite way around. Okay, so let's go to create polygon cube. Let's go to cube, and Let's put this guy over here. Move it to the front. Now is a great time to save my scene. File, save scene as interior 08. Lots of saves. Something I won't ever stop doing. Saving frequently. Okay. So I know that from before that was negative 66. Oops, wrong way. Yeah, it is negative 66. Let's do this. Let's just snap it here. And it's actually at different degrees. So if I just try to get the edges to be parallel to each other, then I'll just say 22 degrees. 23? 24? That's actually good. 24 is great. Okay, so I'll move this guy to where I think its position should be in space. Scale it down. And if I change it to world, I'm sorry, to shape, it's actually a little bit better. And I think I'm gonna scale these guys down just a little bit. Okay. All right, so that looks good. This gauge is almost at the top of that and then almost like in the middle. So that's kind of what I'm using as a reference. There's a lot of space between here and here. So let's move it over. Control D. Well, not a lot of space, but I actually think that they are a little bit wider, which is going to help me out. Okay. Because this thing does curve. Control D. Okay. And we got two more directly over here. And you can see it there. This is like an air vent that's closed. And all these cars are modeled a little bit differently than others. And it looks as though they are far enough apart to have that gauge. So I'll scale these guys down a little bit, a little bit more than what I have. And just kind of get these guys to look. They're so much closer, and I think that just has to obviously do with the spacing that I gave it. So let's take this, Control D. If I hold Shift, press D, D. That right there probably is the exact spacing. So it's not going to be 100% accurate. You guys, I apologize. Make these maybe a little bit wider, a little bit longer this way. All right, this is gonna work for me because it's gonna have to work. I didn't really have any blueprints when it came for the inside of the car the way I did for the outside of the vehicle. And that one was kind of like right there. These three buggers are probably up a little bit higher like this. Oops. Why do I keep doing that? 3, 4. I feel like this dashboard needs to be raised up. So you see those two. So let's take these guys, snap them up right there. And then this edge is going to be the same. Move this up here. Take these guys. Okay. Let's take these guys. Snap them there. And that's not going to hurt anyone other than myself. What does that look like down there? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get some accuracy in here. Oh, so I did change that whole shape right there. And so because I did, it's just these little tweaks, these little decisions that kind of throw off everything. Oh, come on. Take these guys. So I have a decision here to take this entire vertices. See, when you model fast, you have to make faster decisions, and yeah, it's just one of those things. But you also don't want to be hindered by overly perfection, because then you start modeling things that no one really cares about, that the audience isn't going to see, and which will lead to higher geometry. So let's smooth this guy up. That works for me. Okay, so I give myself a lot more breathing room when it comes to this section here. All right, so I'm happy. Good time to save. So those are the gauges, and come on now, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those guys served as just an outline up. what I want to do before I do anything else is make sure that the tips of all these guys are through that geometry. And this thing is completely submerged in there. Same thing with this guy. I'm not going to do a booleans. Booleans just makes my geometry all funky. Especially if you want to, I mean, I can do a booleans right now. I did make these geometry a lot higher. Could I, should I? Probably. Alright. Okay, and then this shape. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to duplicate all of this, move it over here, press F. And then, okay, so that's the shape. It's not completely flat, but we'll get it to conform to that shape soon. Let's move this guy off to the left. Let's move it right here. These shapes, let's change all of their rotations back to 0. Oh, 90. And you can see that they're all in different heights, different levels. Select all these guys. Go to my top view. Great, this thing has to be in the way. Okay. Move tool is all off. Oh, that's right. These guys are, they were actually perfect. So I'm just trying to get the alignment down. Get all these guys to be perfectly aligned. Because what I'm going to do next is create a low poly shape. Almost there, guys and gals. Never know my audience until I look at the analytics. And that's the truth. That is the truth. Okay. Now I'm gonna move this guy down and let's begin to do some things. Right, this shape is going to go here, and this guy should be at the same height as this, which it is. Press R, I'll scale it down like that, and then I'm going to go to create polygon primitive cylinder, and I'll hold V, I'll snap it there, and then we'll scale it up to that size, and then I'll change the subdivisions to 8. Okay, so when I press 3, oops, So when I press 3, well, it's kind of hard to see right now because there are caps, but it will smooth out. So now I'm going to take that same shape because I know we have a bigger one. Yeah, we'll duplicate this. Scale up larger. Control D. All right, so I'll take this shape, that shape, and let's go into our perspective. This guy should be intersecting with this guy. Like that. And then I'll take this, keep, delete, mesh booleans difference. Alright, so this is what I get. Alright, it's probably facing the wrong way, so let's go to let's just flip it to the scale -1. And then I will move this guy to the front. Control 1. Hold V because I know this guy is going to go right there. And I can delete this. Press F. And now I'm going to use the multi-cut tool. Should I have booleans or should I have done a difference? I think I should have done a difference, guys. Because we need a multi-cut tool. Here to here. Enter. Oh, that's fine. And I'll hold shift to create this center. And now I just delete this edge. Oops. The edge. Thank you very much. And that edge. Let's press 3, and that's what we get. Nice, round, smooth shape. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is to duplicate this, hold V, snap it there. Does that go right in the center? Yes, it does. Control D, I'll hold V. Control D, I'll hold V. And that low poly one we can just get rid of. Actually, I might need it. Control D. Scale this guy up. And then Control D. Alright, so I'll just click on the now it's not combined, and neither are these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll go to mesh combine. And then I'll hold J. Snap these guys. Okay. Now what I do want to do is select, okay, so they're not merged, that's why it won't let me do what I want it to. Edit, mesh, merge. Great time to save. Edge. And I want to extrude it up. Bring it there. If I extrude it up, then I'll have to add another edge loop through here, which I really don't want to do. And I'll just hold V and I'll snap it up like that. And then we need to get these guys going. Hold R, hold J, hold J, press W, hold V. Oops. Take these guys, hold V, snap it there. Take these two, hold V, snap it there. Okay. Okay, so that's fine for me right now. Now I have this shape. Let's look at it from the front view. D, move these guys down. Modify center pivot. Hold V, snap it over here. Just everything is just going to be perfectly aligned as best as we can get it. So yeah, guys, as soon as we finish with this, then I'll have to do the what would you call it, the oh geez, it's just on the tip of my tongue, the outliner, like make it look nice and presentable. Alright, so that cube is done. Control D. That cube is here. And let's see. Okay, get rid of that cube. Get those vertices to go here. And then we can combine. And we do the same thing with these guys. And put them over here. So I just take D and V. Snap this guy here. Up. And then take these guys, move them over. Delete this guy. Control D. Control V, snap it here. And then take the center vertices, scale them together. We're going to merge them together as well. I'll take these guys. So it's easier to do this while it's vertical than it is to try to do it while it's what's the word I'm looking for? While it is at an angle. Yes, thank you. Please share with me your channels if you have any channels. Be really cool to see what you guys do for fun. I'll select all four. Go to that guy. Press R. Scale it down. Okay. So how are we going to do this? This can go here. There should be one more going through here. One more going through here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this 8. So let's go to my insert edge loop tool. How about we use a multi-cut? We have to combine these guys. Let's do that now. You know what? I don't need. Yes, okay, I found it. I found the workaround. Mesh, combine, edit mesh, merge. Okay, we don't need these edges going across. Okay, if I go to face, all right, highlights everything. These guys right here, all right. Let's just press delete. Okay, delete. So I'll combine. And now I'll go to append polygon. I'll click here and then go there. And then here and then go there. You know, I'm almost hesitant to do that part because I know that since this shape is at an angle, maybe, just maybe, I should start rotating him first and then getting them in the right position before I do anything else. And I know that I have these little dials and levers, and I guess I can begin to model them now before I rotate anything into place. So yeah, gotta think about those kind of things. Okay. Mesh combine, let's combine all these. That face, that face. Mesh combine. Edit mesh, merge. Okay. All right, so I don't have to keep moving this guy over and over. Move over, please. Thank you. So little simple switches and levers. Okay. Get rid of that line. Control delete. I could take this shape and then duplicate that face. Modify center pivot. Move it forward. Get rid of those X's. Oops. Just press delete. And then I will add an insert edge loop tool here and there. Select that face. Extrude, bring it out, press F. And extrude this back. There we go. And that looks like we could use it in several places. Now I'm gonna add another edge loop. Let's just add one right here. Whoop. Let's reset that tool. So that I can take these vertices and those vertices and kind of round it off a little bit. All right. So that guy goes there. And if you're a little picky, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Say what's up with that thing? What thickness? Is it thickness? Whoa! 0.1? No. That little border. All right. Cool. And let's scale it down just a little bit. Okay. So that's that shape there. Control D. I'll move it right there. Okay. And then, but that one looks like it's flipped up. Okay, you guys are in the way, right? Obviously. Oh, look at that geometry. Hot mess. That's why it looked weird, because it was, and it is. So I'm definitely not going to do this twice. Just do it one time, and then you can do this, just duplicate this over. Okay. All right, and okay. Come on. Let me just move these guys up like this. Where's my image plane? Down there where I moved it. Okay. And this other one is more like a little button. So I'll just take everything that I do have and modify it. So let's isolate this guy. It's more of like a button. So I'll bring it in. How do we make this look like a button? We can do this. Scale these apart a little bit. And then we could just take that guy, move him down. This edge, move it up. And then okay. That looks good to me. And then we've got some other thing, some other contraption. These two would just bridge together. I will add an edge loop right down the center. And I do this. And And let's scale these guys flat. And then these, 1, 2, 3. Extrude. Push it down. Extrude. Scale it like this. Extrude again. Press W and move it up. And then I do that like a fake bevel. Like this. And then this guy comes down. All right. Thank you, Jesus. This is looking great. Okay. Maybe I should just extract these ones for now. No, extract, extract. Okay. At least they're all on the same plane. I'm gonna turn this into a group. Modify center pivot. And what does that one look like over there? That one. I know I have an image of it, so it's probably best that I just look at that image. Come on, buddy. Oh, look at, I'm so happy I look at it. It's just a, oh, and this one is a little bit different too. It kind of rolls up, and that one's a little push button. Okay. Control D, press F. Okay. So this is what we'll do. So I don't have to worry about anything too crazy. And then bridge. Okay. What's all this stuff behind here? Bunch of extra faces. So what I'll do is I'll extrude this. I'll scale it down like this. Control E. And then I'll bridge these guys. And then I'll just take this edge, bring it maybe flat with this one. And then it's a little low poly. We can do that. Sorry guys about all that zooming in and out. Just gonna round this off a little bit more. Okay, that's it. It might even go in a little bit more, but I'm happy with that. If I press 3, that's what it looks like. The cool thing with it, I think I showed you guys before. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. We can use the edit edge flow to soften a lot of these, harden a lot of these edges. So for instance, that's good. If I hold shift, right mouse click and hold, go to Crease Tool, and press 3 now. Oops, got that edge. You see? Okay, and all of these guys are gonna smooth out like that. Now that there's a little bit of a like a divot in there. So what I think I'll do, like simultaneously on all these shapes, is I'll give myself an extrude. We'll do it that way. Obviously it has different effects on different things, so let's not extrude any of these guys, but maybe these guys. And it actually does go down. Oh, what happened there? All right. Let's use the multi-cut tool. Same thing right here. Good time to save. Now I get to kind of scale it down a little bit, like this way. And then when I extrude, I can do that. And I press 3. I get that nice little ring. And the cool thing with this guy is that I can use that crease tool. Again, like I was telling you guys. I have to do a lot of other things before I use the crease tool, but I want to show you what it will look like. So you press 3. You see? Kind of cool. All right, I think I have one more button. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. And where did you go? Okay, it was a button. If it will allow me to go to faces. Scale it down like this. Here, there, delete. Okay. It was like extrude, scale down, extrude again, press R, extrude, press R, let's bring it up, like that. And then I'll bridge these guys. And then we'll create a little divot in here. Like a little button. And let's push it down like that. And the same thing with this. We'll select all the edges, outside edges. And then we'll use the Crease Tool. So as soon as you press 3, that's what we get. Okay. All right, so now we can begin to place all of these items inside of here. So that's my group. I actually have a oh man, my charger's looking so nice until all of these groups came. What is that group? All right, we don't need that. Okay. Just kind of organizing some things. All the shape nodes, these are empty groups. Driver's seat, steering wheel. All right, all of this stuff will be cleansed. Okay. Okay, so I have a little bit of clarity. And it would probably be a really, really, really good thing to delete history. Okay. So now that we have this, I'll bring these guys back up to the same height. And then just start to bring it forward. Let's turn this into a group. Another group. And then I'll take that point and rotate it like that. Okay. I'll take these guys, D and V. Okay. So the tricky part with this, again, you can see that it kind of curves. So I want to do that. And I'm going to assume that all of these guys are going to have to go a little bit further back into the geometry. All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and rotate it, and then I'll make those circular shapes face upward. So if I press 4, like this, and then I'm going to press 4. Where is the center of this thing? I'll hold D and V, and I'll snap it right here. I'll press 5, and then I'll press E to rotate it. Now it's going to be a little bit difficult to see if I press 4. You see? But I don't think it actually is kind of faced just like that. Okay. I was just doing a little bit too much. Mesh combine. Edit mesh merge. Okay. Modify center pivot. And now I just rotate it. And then probably should change the pivot right there. And maybe have it align with that shape right here. And then it's kind of like I'm just slowly trying to get a nice angle. It's not perfectly flat because of that shape. It's a little bit off, to tell you the truth. Okay, and then let's bring this guy back. If you make this, you press the plus period, like the plus button, it actually allows you to move it a little bit more smoother. Okay. So that's as good as I believe I can get it. Okay. We're gonna do our very best, guys, because right now it is looking a little bit off. I'm gonna try my very best to get this panel to curve. Let's go to my side view. Because man, oh man. Okay. Anyways, now my last group. Hopefully this is going to be less painful. Okay. So let me just delete these faces here. Combine these guys. And then we'll just do a pin and polygon here and there. Here and here, there and there. Okay. See, that's that funky angle. What if, before I combine these two, Try one more last attempt to get them to be aligned. And all right, it'll work. Whatever. We'll make it work. Okay. Hold shift, right mouse click and hold mesh. Oh, whoa. Well, combine. No, come on. Append to poly. Or you know, it'd probably be faster if I just did a bridge. Okay. And then 3, 4. Control E, D and V, snap it there, and then you just kind of take combine, append save scene as. Let's get some coffee. Okay. So these two are an easy fix. Bridge. And then this and that. We could bridge this here. And here we could bridge. Actually, let's just do this. 1, 2, 3. Bridge. No. So now let's take this edge, that edge, and get it to go up here and then back there. And then I'll get to rotate what if I just use that vertex and then switch it to component. All right, vertex. Here we go. Man, of all the parts of the car, man, it's like you try to do something very simple, but sometimes it comes out a little bit more complex than you anticipated. And this is all so we can have low poly. Because everything else about this car is extremely high poly. Well, not extremely high poly, it's kind of an exaggeration. But it definitely can be taxing when the average PC. Oops. These two probably should be merged. Oops. And I'm just going to move the bottom edge. Okay. Now we're going to combine these guys. This edge, that edge, bridge. This edge, that edge, bridge. Control E. Bring it up. Control E. Move it over. Okay, so this whole section is a little bit off. So before I combine it, I'm actually going to take this group and try my very best to match those angles. Okay. Sorry about the music, y'all. Morning bells are ringing. I had seen this song to my son. Now, trying to get rid of a little bit of extra geometry. Almost there. So I had this huge speech in less than a week at a Comic-Con convention. What I thought was 45 minutes is actually only 20. I guess I could add pictures, a whole nine. And kind of, I don't know, I think it'll be fine. I have to finish this tutorial and others like it. Pray for me, y'all. A lot on my plate. And here I am, working on this charger until almost 12 o'clock at night. It's going in the online school, ddaschool.com. Check us out. Okay, it's a little bit better. Everything smooths out. Oops, one. Redo. You know what I could do is take all of that, go to component mode, which I probably wouldn't want to, but I will. That looks better. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Let's extrude this guy over. Okay. Now I'm in component mode. It's almost there. Okay, so take all of this. And and I think it's probably best to start renaming things now. Let's freeze the transformation. Save scene as. Car. Okay, so I call this dash board underscore switch 1. Control C. Switch 2. Switch 3. See, it automatically renames. And we should add an edge loop the same way we added an edge loop over there. Come on now. Extrude and bring it in. Okay. So now I'm going to isolate this edge. Here, there, and then so what I'm doing right now is I'm getting ready to use a crease tool. And when I use this crease tool, it's going to help me get sharper edges. Okay. So if I hold Shift, right mouse click and hold, crease tool, press 3, and I do that. Okay, and then usually it tells me where something is going wrong. So if I deselect that and bring it the opposite way, okay. Guess it wants me to do this whole edge. Okay. And then I'm just holding middle mouse button and dragging it to the left. Okay. So I just want to do this before I even get it to where I want it to be. Alright, so when I press 1, okay. So what I will do right here, hold shift, right mouse click and hold. Target weld tool. I'll bring these guys up like that. Okay. Now let's press 3. Okay. Let's see. Let's deselect these guys. And that should be fine. I guess we can keep that one. And then what I can do is, oops, add a subtle extrude right here. Oops. So now I don't have to, oops. Oh my goodness. All right, so I don't have to crease that when I press 3. There we go. Here's my gauges. So happy I can almost go home. Nothing is keeping me here other than wanting to complete this. All right, so I'll call this driver. I call it dashboard, right? So it's called dashboard underscore driver. And these are all my switches. All right, where are these switches at? They're all inside of that group. Excuse me. Dashboard driver. Okay. See if I click here, nothing is turning purple, so I can delete that empty group. Where are you guys located? In this group here, under 4. So it's like that group, nothing's purple. Usually when it's purple, it'll actually delete the texture. Excuse me, get some coffee. Okay. So now we are going to identify a few parts. I know that that's another part of the dashboard. Okay. These are all dashboard parts. I call this dashboard underscore base underscore, no, let's call it dashboard base. Let's freeze that transformation. Okay. And I'm just going to delete a few of these image planes for now. I can always bring them back. And all right. Control G. Modify center pivot, and now we're going to call this dash board underscore gauges. Okay. Okay, I should have capitalized the B. It's easier to read. So I did a tutorial earlier, a live stream, and that one was doing the exact same thing right now, just cleaning up our outliner. Dashboard driver, dashboard gauges. Okay. Whoa. Who are you two guys? Are you in there? Okay, yes you are. So if I move this guy over here to its new home, what type of modifications will I need to do? Are we cleaning up shop? Kinda, sorta. Thank you. And I have faces that need to be extruded back. I have a few vertices that will get in the way. So it's just more or less like these faces here. And no big deal. Shoot this guy back. Okay. Just like that. Those are our gauges. I'm excited about what I see. Those look very, very fun. Now I know earlier I was talking about this section that needed a little bit of help. Oops. Let's just keep that nice little edge kind of coming forward. And I think we could even take those vertices, oops, move them to the left, move these guys to the left. Okay, guys, we are almost finished with this section. It looks like something got deleted or moved over, but that's not a big deal. I think it was that section right there. Let's press that, move this guy over. Okay. Oh, guys, I'm very, very satisfied with what I see right now. I'm so happy that this is coming to a closure. It's been a long, long, long journey. That's for sure. Okay, this little section is just me messing around. And let's go ahead and bridge that. There we go. Sweet. That belongs right there. Oops. Where are you going? You belong right there. Okay. That is the charge. Let's call it dashboard instead of charger. Let's call it dashboard knob. What else? Modify freeze transformation. This is going to be dashboard underscore center panel. What if I wanted to press 3 on this guy? I mean, anything's possible. But what if I extracted these? And the reason I want to extract it is so that when I press 3, I would avoid that. Let's see here. Let's see what's good here. All right, let's see this. Ooh. And what is that little bugger? Okay. Oops. Be very careful when you use that tool. Okay. Dashboard, center. All right, let's rename it. Oh, what happened? Command C. Command V. Okay. Let's get these two guys out. That right there is the dashboard trim. Dashboard trim. Mesh combine. And we'll call this dashboard trim. Oops. Dashboard trim. Another great time to save. Now I've got like 3 of you guys here. Thanks for sticking around for so long. So this is kind of like a fun part when it comes to renaming, because I don't have to, well, a few things I do have to do. We're gonna call this dashboard underscore L vent base. Dashboard R vent base, and then we call this vent 1. Oh my goodness. Am I listening to the song again? Morning bells are ringing. Morning bells are ringing. Okay. I wonder if I did multiples. No, I can't rename them like that, can I? So I'm just copy paste. What is that one? Not even in order. It's all good. Dashboard. Call it dashboard underscore events. And if I wanted to subgroup, I could, Control G. Dashboard. L event. You see? Control G. Dashboard. Oh, come on. R events. Dashboard events. All my dashboard stuff right here. All right. Glove compartment. Dashboard. Dashboard. Glove compartment. Doorknob. What is that little shape right there? Oops. That's part of a larger shape here that is actually hidden, that we don't even need. You know what? I'll just do this. No, it's all good. I just combine these two. Oops. No, I don't want to do that. Mesh booleans union. Ooh. Mesh booleans union. Oh. I just combine these guys. Where are you at? Doorknob 1. Dashboard knob. Okay, dashboard trim. Dashboard gauges. Dashboard center panel. Alright, I'm just getting all the dashboard pieces together because I'm going to eventually group them. Interior liner. That's probably something else. Alright. What else is my steering wheel? Straight. What we got in here? What do we have in here? Driver side panel. Okay, that's going to be part of something larger. Rear body. That's interior car. Interior. What is that? Rear seat liner. Rear. What's called this? Interior underscore rear seat liner. Oh, rear seat. Interior underscore back seat top back seat base Control G. Seat. So back seat. I know I got the driver's seat, passenger seat. Those are straight. Steering wheel. All that's straight. What is it? Center console. Interior center base, and I'll call everything else like center console soon. Freeze transformation. Interior. I spell it wrong. IOR. Interior. Stick. Rubber. Interiors. Shift. Pole. Pipe. Something like a pole. Shift. Alright. Control G. Modify center pivot. Interior stick shift. Center console. All right. Floorboard. Interior. I don't know why I spelled it wrong. Interior. IOR underscore floorboard. Back deck. Dashboard top. Dashboard base. Dashboard. Okay. What else do I have? These are empty groups, empty groups, empty groups. Interior floorboard. Driver's side panel. Floor liner. Seat liner. So like interior stuff, driver's seat, steering wheel, dashboard gauges, dashboard center panel. What is this guy? Don't need that. Don't need this shit. Not anymore. That's dashboard base. This should be dashboard. Dashboard base. L base panel. L base panel. Dashboard vents. Dashboard vents. Dashboard underscore vent base. Vent base under vents. And all this stuff will be deleted in 2 seconds. All of the extra stuff. See, it's thinking. It's thinking, okay. Great time to save. 22. Now let's just start putting pieces of the puzzle together. I'm going to delete this group. Door, perspective, trunk, hood, all that good stuff. Let's see, dashboard gauges, dashboard trim, file, import, and what was I going to import? Desktop. Charger. Assets. Interior 05, I do believe. Let me say this one more time. Okay, so this was just the, I think it's the Sterling. Is it? That's not what I wanted. I won't save that.
Okay. I think as before I turned everything into a group. It was a sterling. And let's go back. Where are you at, sterling? Image planes, Rams, interior. No, I know it's probably here in the sterling. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I just need to find the don't save. So I found a lot of really helpful tips in the way these guys rename things. So because it is a RenderMan tutorial, I'm just going to assign a Lambert to it. Okay. Now I'll be using this from another scene. I'm just going to get rid of a lot of unnecessary things that I will not need, because I like to see again the way they renamed items. Let's see, how much did I get rid of that I didn't want to? Okay. So it's the wheel group. Yeah, everything is named so nice. Naming convention is like really great. Okay, so you're probably like wondering what's going on, what happened to what you were doing, and I'll get to that in 2 seconds. It was just something I needed to borrow from this actual naming convention, because the interior is great way they name things. Okay, so this is all the interior stuff. And I'm going to export this. Windshield wipers, nice little blades. You see all of the interior. So there's coupe interior surfaces, which is all of that. Body, okay, so interior surfaces, that's all I needed to know. Interior surfaces. Alright guys, sorry about that. Desktop, let's go back to my scene. Scenes. Interior surfaces. 2720. Don't save. Alright, so let's create one more group. Oh, goodness gracious. Where's my scene? 22.7.22. Don't save. Come on. Okay. So I'll create one more layer, and I'll rename it to charger underscore interior underscore surfaces charger underscore 69. Save. So there's my vents. There's my left panel. There's my glove compartment. All right, you little guys need to be with the glove compartment. Control G. Modify center pivot. Interior underscore glove box. Okay. Center console. Back seat, passenger seat. This is glove box. Driver's side panel, dashboard base, dashboard center panel, dashboard gauges, dashboard trim, charger interior liner. What is that one? Dashboard left panel, dashboard vents. Okay, I'm looking for trunk door hood. Okay. Okay, that's good. What about this guy? No, we don't have to have those guys selected. This will just be our dashboard. So let's go to modify freeze transformation. And then Control G. Modify center pivot. And we'll call this charger underscore 69 underscore dashboard. And then there's the center console, back seat, passenger seat, driver's seat, steering wheel, rear body panel. That shouldn't be there. Seat liner, floorboard, driver's side panel, passenger side panel, charger interior liner, and you. Alright, so I'm going to put all of this into a group. Control G. And call this charger underscore interior. Modify center pivot. And this charger underscore 69 underscore mid body. And that little thing needs to go right there. Open the trunk. Let's put that in the trunk. Okay. Charger interior needs to go under body. Okay. Alternate windows will go under windows. Alright guys, that just about concludes the charger tutorial. We have everything that we need. Oh, that's right. You need to see the body surfaces details. Oh guys, there's 2 more little things I need to concern you with, and that's of course the pedals. Alright, let's turn off a few other things. Body surfaces, coupe, and interior. Where is that group? Add selected. Oops. Oh, come on. Why does it keep bugging out? Okay. But this shape here, if I go into the attribute editor and go to Arnold and then actually render stats and then turn on double-sided, I can do that. You see? So now it allows me to kind of like see through. And then we should probably get rid of the undercarriage stuff. Trunk and hood group. Okay. And let's definitely bring these guys down in there. Okay, I'm not as gonna be prepared to do the pedals, so I'm gonna go online. And find an image of charger pedals. So let's go here. Where does that go? All right, Dodge Charger 69. Dodge Charger pedals. Okay. So I'll show you what we're working with, guys. Oh, because this is in full screen, that's why you can't really see what I want to show you. Come on, Maya. Let me just do this. Get it out of full screen. And then I'll bring this over here. That's not what I wanted. Okay, right here. So, oh, and there's like a little light right there. We can come back to that. We got extra little gauges. There's a few like details. Maybe I put mine a little bit too low. Like I see some that are all over the place. So, and then we are kind of missing that section. It's all good. Another day. So let me just save this image. This doesn't look like a stick shift. That one looks more of a stick shift. Save image as. Source images, and then I'll put this under transmission, let's call it pedals. So last but not least, man, we're going to create some pedals. All right. Again, guys, thank you so much for sticking around, keeping me company, and determined to finish what I wanted to tonight. We'll lead into the early morning. Okay. All right. Pretty simple polygon cube. It can make it a little bit wider. And then okay. And then this guy right here is we'll make a duplicate. We'll scale it down this way. Scale it like that. Scale it down like this. Move it over like that. And what if we just bring both these guys over so we can see what we're doing? Let's take this edge, our face, extrude, scale it down like so. Extrude, bring it back into the geometry. And then we could rely on textures to help us out here on that shape. Okay. Now we can just add 2 edge loops. Let's add 1, 2, 3, 4. Swing this guy up. Swing this guy down. A little bit lower. And then I'll take this face and move it up like that. Control E, R, I'll scale it down like this. And then we'll add an edge loop. Oops. Let's add 2. And those 2 edge loops are going to help me to get one, two, 1, 2 here, there, and then push it out a little bit more like that. Edges are a little bit smooth, so let's go ahead and bevel. Sure, why not? And let's get a bevel. Segments. 1. Come on. And I'll take these 2 faces. Oh, come on. Extrude one more time. And push it down. brush 3. Whoa. Let's extrude this inner. This guy. This guy. Bevel. And we still get that funkiness. Ah, you know what? I should have known. Crease Tool. Okay. And then let's bevel that. Oh, come on. Two segments. And then I guess we'll just have to bevel that edge. I use the crease tool, and it's so tight. It is getting a little difficult to see right in there. Okay, crease tool. Come on, buddy. All right, sometimes it's kind of hard to find it when I'm not using it over here. Crease, okay. Whoa, like all that hard work. What should we have crease here as well? That. What is that one? What is that edge? And what else? That just looks terrible. All right. You know, we're just gonna forget that we even spent all that time doing that. Ugh, I hate when that happens. And thank God this is just a duplicate. All right, Control D, move this guy over. This is going to be charger underscore 69 underscore clutch. I spelled clutch wrong. UTCH. Let's just copy everything I have here. Freeze the transformations. Rename this to not clutch, but that would be brake. And this would be the accelerator. Accelerator. Let's delete some history and freeze some transformation. I know I did that opposite. Okay, now that we've got these shapes, and then let's move them into position, and scale them down a little bit. Control G. I'll call this charger underscore 69 underscore pedals. Modify center pivot. I'll hold V, just like snap it down right there. Alright, which one is? The clutch is facing forward a little bit more. Brake is here. So a little bit over here. And sure. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. We're just going to create a polygon cube. And from that cube comes something truly amazing. The pedal, I guess, part that drives it. Let's do this. I'll rotate it. I'll duplicate it. I'll move this guy over here. Oops. Let's move you over there. And then Control D. And move you over here. Okay. These two guys, let's go into face mode. And extrude. Extrude again. Man, I don't even know what that is supposed to look like. Alright, let's see. Dodge 1969 Charger pedals. And then images, let's just double check. That's like very thin and it goes up. That's kind of not what I'm doing. All right, so let's take this. Wait, I just lost what I was doing. Okay, that's the brake. That's the brake. All right. Let's do that. And I think it was starting to looks like there's a conflict of interest here. Whoa. And then let's do that. Oh, come on. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and scale this down. All right, come on. Give me some love. Let's do this. Okay. That's fine with me. So we press 3, and we just call this charger underscore 69 underscore brake underscore shaft. All right, delete by type history on that. This guy was doing something completely different. Let's do that. Oops. Let's do this. No, I think it was that guy. Control E. Bring it up. Control E again. And then this guy will go that way. And I don't know what it did after that. It went, I think it goes inside of there. Okay, like that, I guess. Maybe we can press 1, control 1. And add edge loops all over this thing. And let's get rid of that. Let's do this. Kind of harden it up. And then we'll call this charger 69 accelerator shaft. I don't know the correct terms for it, but it's fine. Now I'm just wanting to get some sleep and go home. It like it looks like it's over here, but it will have to do something completely different. What if I press 1 and then took some of these vertices and brought them closer? I don't think anyone would have a problem with that. Now would they? Not this time of night. Just saying, do whatever it is that you need to do to get her done. Let's grab this whole clump. And let's transition it. Let's continue to do that. Let's move this guy out this way. You do the same thing, come out. Sorry, for what? Sorry for what? I'm not sorry. Sorry for wasting your time watching me do extra little things that should have been completed earlier. That's what I'm sorry for. Come out, come out. Okay, let's bring this up. Okay, almost there. And how about you? And last but not least, the clutch. Woo! Guys, burning the midnight hour, the midnight oil, right? That's what they say. And you just go right there. Find a comfortable home. Really? Yeah, that's what you will look like. No, but you are a perfectionist. But I need to sleep. Me talking to myself late night. Bevel, bevel, bevel. You are amazing. Clutch shaft. Okay. The pedals. And there. This will go in the interior. Thank you, Jesus. I will tell you that there are a few things that I can do to make this 1,000 times better. But I'm so happy with the progress that I have made. Undercarriage, engine surfaces. Right. So this is the engine surfaces. What is this area? It's black. What are you doing? I think this part is actually going through the bottom. So let me grow that selection. Okay. And there's something funky here with this geometry. Okay. Well, I could fix that some other day. Sorry, guys. Just kind of, or maybe I can select both of these guys and so then move some of these guys down. There's gotta be a little bit of compromise between the two. Okay. Let's move these guys up like this. Move this guy up like that. And take this row. Move it up and back. And then take this whole row, press 5, move it up and back. And then let's press 4. And let's move these guys up and back. I just don't want to leave anything unfinished because I am finished with this car. But yeah, everything is hidden now. Everything is hidden. I spoke too soon. Okay. Looks better. 1,000 times better. And then I think on my own time, I'll just do the inside of the door. Because that's the only thing that's missing, is that door panel. Tire surfaces, well, when I turn on the wheels. Right. Let's see, window surfaces. So that's our vehicle. Complete. Perspective image planes. I don't have those. Frame image plane. I don't have that. So I can delete it. Alternative ramps. Oh yeah, you guys will like these. See the tires. And the wheels. And these are the alternatives. Oh, why don't you want to come on? Those are the alternatives. Give me let's just do this. There's a few things in here I have to, what is it, the rims, tire surfaces, wheels. I think I could get alternative rims out of this group. Okay, well, that's it. It sure has been fun. Definitely not taking anything away from this experience. I loved it, and I hope you have too. Here's to 3 hours of work. All of my models are complete, so now it's time to begin the modeling, well, the tutorials. So guys, thanks again for spending 3 hours of your life with me, and yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. I'm definitely going to sleep in, wake up, and get back at it. Got a few other things I'd like to do to this vehicle, and yeah, extremely grateful. So please like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends. I have an Instagram page. It's it's Dawson Digital Art School. I don't tweet very often, although I have one of those accounts. And my YouTube channel, you're on it. You already know what's up. So until next time, have a fabulous, wonderful weekend. Like I said, keep me in your prayers, guys. I am going to be speaking at a Comic-Con event in West Palm Beach, Comic-Con Revolution. So, yeah, it's 2 hours, 58 minutes, and 49 seconds. So less than a minute remaining. I will do my last and final save. I will call this 28 underscore charger done. I still have to do the inside door panel, so I'm not going to call it done just yet. So let's just call it charger work in progress WIP and underscore door panels. It's like a reminder to myself. Binary, save that. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.